Hi, this is just a short presentation to show you how you can change the links in Moodle so that they use the ebooks directly from our ebook platform and find articles from the databases ATLA and RPC. The point of this is to avoid uploading PDF files unnecessarily from articles or chapters that you want students to use. There are two reasons for this. First of all, explicitly in the license agreement for the ATLA database, it doesn't allow you to upload and share your documents in this way. Secondly, it's not necessary. It's better for the students to go to the link and download. And one of the reasons for that is that they learn how to do this themselves so that when they have to search for and find their own articles, they know that what they need to do to download. And secondly, when they do it, the statistics count each usage separately, whereas if you have downloaded the article once and make it available to them, there's no way of counting or knowing who has used what and how often, which would be useful for us to know how much students are reading the readings they should be doing. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the process of making this work. So your first option, if you can possibly do it, and this works either for ebooks or for the journals, is to do a search on our catalogue, and if you can, find the link. So in this example, we've got an article, Identity in Eating. It's from the journal called Studies in Christian Ethics, and there's a link to the full text. Obviously, when you click that, you'll go into the correct database at the correct article, and we can just do the save from there. A second approach, where the article can't be found directly from the catalogue, is to use the database that you want to use. You can combine ATLA and RPC in one search and then find the article you want. So in this case, I've got Leviticus and ambiguity, and then we're going to download the article, or we're going to find the link to put into the Moodle account. It's exactly the same for EBSCO ebooks. You can find the ebook on the catalogue, and then when you click on the ebook link, it will take you to the correct place in EBSCO ebooks. For ProQuest ebooks, it's slightly different. You do find it in the catalogue, you do open it up, but the link that you use is slightly different from the one that you'll use in EBSCO. Now we're going to do the exercise for real. You can see I've started in our library catalogue. I've put in the first three words of the title of the article. It's called Identity and Eating. I click on the search button because we get a number of results, 306. I'm going to restrict it to the articles. And you can see that the very first item that comes up from the articles is this one. And when I click on View Full Text, it will open up in a new window in the same browser. Hopefully you're seeing that. From this link, I can click on the title. And now you can see on the right-hand side the permalink, and that will take you directly to the article. Copy that and paste it into Moodle. If you want to save yourself a little bit of time, you can use the Cite feature. That's clicking on the Cite button. Then you can see all these different citation styles. Let's say for argument's sake, we're going to use Chicago Turabian. You can just highlight, copy and paste, put it into the Moodle. It's up to you if you want to use that or use some other style that you're using, whatever it might be. Here we've got it again, pretty much the same thing. Okay. In our second example, we're looking for the article Leviticus and ambiguity. Now, for whatever reason, it's not finding it in our library catalogue. So that's where I would normally start, just to make it as easy as possible. And you can see, even when I look at the articles, I'm not finding that particular article. So what I can do is I can just go to directly into the database and search for it there. So I'm just moving across to the database. It's picking up Atla Religion database, and I paste in the title of the article, and it will bring up pretty quickly the article that I do want. Click on the title, and again click on permalink. Save that to put it into your Moodle, and if you want to use the cite button, you can again use the citation. If for whatever reason you wanted the students to go to the catalogue and see the article, you could do that too by at the catalogue clicking on link, and if you want to save that, the link that comes up, that can also be put into Moodle, and that will take students straight to our catalogue, just as you were here to choose the article and open it for themselves. But I think it's probably better if you just use the permalink and take them straight to the article so that they see it more quickly. For ebooks, it's relatively simple. You obviously start from the catalogue. All of our ebooks are in the catalogue. I'm just going to make sure. So here we are back at the catalogue. I've put in the title of the ebook. Click on search. In this particular case, we basically go to the ebook straight away. You can click on the link to view the ebook. When that opens, you can find the particular section or chapter or whatever that you want the student to read. Here we're going to go to the entry on Leviticus, and you'll see that the permalink will actually find the, oops, have I gone too far? Okay, so there's no Leviticus, but if we look at lectionary, for instance, when I click on the permalink, it's actually referring to the page that we're on as part of the URL. Copy that and put it into Moodle, and that's where the student will land to read the article that they're supposed to read. Again, if you want to use the cite button, it will roughly give you the citation that you want to use. If you need to put in the chapter, you have to amend that reference and put in that it's a chapter in such and such a book, as you know. For ProQuest, it's slightly different. Again, you search for the ebook in the catalogue. When it brings it up, you open up that ebook. And then when you're in the ebook interface, if you find the chapter that you want them to read, so for instance, here it's going to be on Leviticus, I just move to so that chapter is showing on the screen. And now you have a choice. You can either click on the share link and copy that, and here you can see the page is showing. Or simply from the top URL link, which you should never use when you're in EBSCO, you can just copy that URL and paste it into your Moodle interface. And again, the same thing, you have a cite button that gives you a choice of different citation styles. We'll go to Notes Bibliography in Chicago, and then copy and paste that into Moodle to use as the reference. That, in a nutshell, is how we create the working stable URL links to take students to journal articles from our databases, ATLA and Religion and Philosophy, and put them in Moodle, or from ebooks, to find a stable URL link which will take students to the correct ebook, and within the ebook to the correct page that you need, either from EBSCO or from ProQuest eBury. Thanks very much for watching, and just again, why we're doing this: A, to conform to the licensing from those different database providers, and also so that we have accurate statistics of what the students are using, and that the students actually do the process themselves, rather than being given a whole multitude of PDF files and they don't really know where they've come from or how they could find similar PDF files. Thank you.